This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down. Back to throw. Fields over the middle. He completes it to Hurd. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Operating from the gun. Fields throwing the out route incomplete. It's Davis. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. First down. Here's the run with Montgomery. He'll get this down to the 38. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Fields. This one into the hands of Hurd. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 25-yard line. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Now a give running right is Montgomery. He'll take it inside the 25.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
From the 24. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal. Back to throw. Fields. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. A big loss there of about 7 yards on first and goal, so now it's second down. Another try after the first down sack. Fields. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Fields. Touchdown Bears! Cole Kmet from 6 yards away. And the Bears get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. The extra point up and good. And the lead's down to 2 scores now at 16. A 10-play drive that time. And it was all capped off by Cole Kmet with a touchdown catch. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. George Pickens and the Steelers headed back out for another series. Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defense. Is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
Second and 5. High throw, but he makes the catch. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Being chased out left. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. They'll set up to throw. That's caught downfield by Pickens. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw, eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. George Pickens, the intended target, and it's third down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
And now the half not quite over yet. This is a live football on the miss. And fortunately here for them, he's going to be taken down before he can gather much momentum on the run back. So no fireworks on the final field goal attempt, and that'll do it for this first half. Only 30 minutes left in the regular season, and everybody's excited for the playoffs, so we're just going to forget the halftime show and get back to the football. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Harris going to get it again on second down. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for it in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
On third down, here's Harris. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
A dependable running back is a coordinator's best friend, someone you can trust in those situations to push forward and get the yardage you need, however possible.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Boy, 194 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 43. They hand this off to Harris. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They're going to look to throw. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Second and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
And how about that on 3rd down? So many different directions an offense can go. Throw it out wide to the receivers, get it to their speedy running back. They changed up everything and handed it to the fullback, and he surprised them all and picked up a first down.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
Harris. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Did my eyes deceive me, or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
Little old school.